Her name was Amara, and she returned to her village after 10 years in the city to bury her grandmother. The only thing her grandmother left her was her mansion, a luxurious mansion, standing alone in the middle of a poor village. The most beautiful house, but nobody wanted to enter. The villagers warned her, "Don't sleep there, that house is hungry." But Amara laughed. She was a city girl. She did not believe in village stories. That first night, the rain was heavy. The mansion was cold. On the wall, there was a large family portrait. Her grandmother, her mother, and a little girl with her face scratched out. Then, the lights went off. She started hearing them. Whispers from inside the walls, children's laughter, a woman crying. Hands, smoky ghostly hands, reaching out from the walls, trying to touch her. Amara was shaking. She was crying. She wanted to run, but the doors would not open. The windows would not open. She remembered what her grandmother told her as a child. If the house ever calls your name, go to the shrine behind the house. Amara broke the window and ran into the storm. Behind the mansion, there was a small shrine, and there, in front of the shrine, was a small grave. She cleaned the mud from the wood, and her blood froze. On the grave, it was written, Amara, 2004. Beloved daughter. Why? 2004. The year she was born. Then she understood. The whispers became clear. Her mother did not give birth to one child. She gave birth to twins. And her grandmother, who wanted wealth, had taken one twin to the shrine for a ritual for money. For this luxurious mansion, the scratched face in the portrait was her twin sister. The mansion was not haunted. It was her sister. Trapped. Amara was no longer scared. She was angry. She went back inside the mansion. The ghosts were everywhere now. Angry, hungry. But Amara stood in the middle of the living room and screamed, "You are my sister. You're not forgotten." She took her grandmother's oil lamp and set the cursed portrait on fire. As the portrait burned, the whole house screamed. The spirits cried. And then, they smiled. A warm light filled the house. For the first time in 20 years, the mansion was quiet and warm. In the morning, the villagers woke up and saw Amara sitting on the veranda of the mansion, alive, smiling. The mansion was no longer dark. The curse was broken, because love is stronger than greed, and the truth will always set you free. Amara thought she had won. After burning the cursed portrait, the mansion was peaceful. But peace does not last long when a soul is not properly buried. On the third night, Amara was brushing her hair in her luxurious bedroom mirror, and then she saw her, not a scary ghost, a girl, her exact face, standing right behind her in the mirror. But this girl was pale, crying, wearing a white burial cloth. Amara turned around fast. Nobody was there, but in the mirror, the girl was still there, and she whispered, "Help me, they didn't bury me. I am still in the cold river." Amara ran to the village elders that morning. The elders looked at her with fear. One old man said, "Your grandmother was wicked, my daughter. For this mansion, for this wealth, she went to the river of no return. Your twin sister was supposed to be buried properly, but your grandmother threw her body inside the river to seal the ritual. If her body remains in that river, her spirit will never rest. And the house will take you too." That night, the mansion changed again. The air became freezing. The grandmother's ghost returned, not as an old woman, but as a monster, floating in the hallway, eyes black, shouting, "This wealth is mine. You will not ruin it." Amara understood. To save herself and to save her sister, she had to find the body. Midnight, Amara entered the river of no return alone. The water was black and cold. Something was pulling her legs from under the water. Then she saw it. A small white box, tied with chains, stuck under a tree root inside the river. Inside was a tiny skeleton, with a small bracelet that said, "Amara's twin." Amara cried like never before. She held the box to her chest and said, "I found you, my sister. I'm sorry." As she cried, the water started to boil. The grandmother's ghost rose from the river, screaming, "Don't touch her, that is my wealth." But then, something else rose. Amara's twin sister, this time not sad, but shining with powerful white light. The twin stood between Amara and the grandmother. The grandmother shouted, "I gave you wealth." Amara shouted back, Wealth built with blood is a curse. The light from the twin sister became fire. That fire burned the grandmother's ghost into ashes. The chains on the small box broke by themselves. The next morning, the whole village came. For the first time, they saw Amara walking with two shadows. She gave her sister a proper burial next to her mother. She hugged the grave, and as the sun rose, the twin sister smiled one last time and disappeared into the light. Free. Amara did not sell the luxurious mansion. She turned it into an orphanage, because a house built with tears must now be filled with joy. Until today, villagers say if you pass that mansion at night, you will hear two sisters laughing together, victorious.